Hey guys, so I have this cocktail glass right here I got from Dollar Tree. I was actually looking for a wine glass. If you have that, it's still going to be the same process, okay? So don't worry about it. And I'm going to show you how to make it look beautiful with some glitter. So this glitter is also from Dollar Tree. Mod Podge, you can find it at Dollar Tree, and they also have brushes. I actually got these from Michael's in a huge set. That was $5. It came with so many brushes and they work just fine. And also this stencil sheet from Dollar Tree. It's super cute. It has hearts. And so let's begin. So I went on ahead and poured some of the Mod Podge into a separate container. And I'm going to begin doing the bottom section, which is this. So I'm going to be doing a ombre with these two glitters. And I'm going to be placing it with the bigger brush. So it's very straight, so it's going to give me a beautiful straight line. If you guys want to put some masking tape, the blue one, that's so easy to remove, you guys can go ahead and do that. But since my brush is really nicely straight, I can just go in and do it myself. So I'm only going to go halfway down. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a ombre, so I want it to be only halfway. I did do a video of how to do a ombre with glitter on a bottle previously. If you guys saw that video, I showed you guys exactly how to do it. So it is going to be the same process here. I'm only going to go halfway down, put the glitter of my choice, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom half, which is going to be the Mod Podge, and then with the other glitter of choice. So you do want your Mod Podge to have a nice thin coat, and then go in with your glitter, making sure you cover all that fresh Mod Podge. Then once you are done doing that, you're going to dust off all that excess glitter, tapping on the bottom of the glass. And then if you do have a little dust brush like this, you can dust off all that excess glitter. I did put sheets of paper on the bottom so it could catch all that glitter, and I could pour it back into my bottle and reuse it. So that was the first part. I'm going to go ahead and change the bottom sheet, collect all that glitter, pour it back into the bottle, and then change the sheet because I am also going to be using a different type of glitter. So I don't want those glitters to mix. So there you go. I have another sheet of paper in the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and apply Mod Podge to the bottom half, making sure I get full coverage all the way to the bottom, and then going all around. I am not mixing those glitters yet. As you can see, I am starting right where the glitter ends, and then I'm going in with the second glitter, making sure I get full coverage over that nice thin coat of Mod Podge. Once you are done doing this, you want it to completely dry. This is going to be the first coat. Give it about 30 minutes to dry, depending on the instructions of the Mod Podge you are using. I am using the matte kind. That is the one they sell at Dollar Tree also. So let that completely dry. That is very important. So this is how it's looking so far. You have both colors on that handle. And then now it's time for the second coat. So I am going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go halfway down with the Mod Podge, getting full coverage, making sure my line looks nice and straight all around, and then going in with that same color that is underneath. Once I am done doing that, I'm going to do the bottom half with that same color it also has underneath. Not mixing them yet. Like I said, this is an ombre, so this is what you want to do to start off. Total 2 coats of Mod Podge and glitter, okay? Do one at a time because you don't want your glitters mixing yet. So as you guys can see, if you noticed already, I do have some hearts on the glass. I am going to show you guys how to do those later on in the video. I just wanted to show you guys the whole process for the handle of the glass first, so we're not bouncing back and forth, and you guys can just focus on this area if this is all you want to do. And then, like I said, I will show you guys how to do those hearts later on in the video. So you can see right here, I am going in with my second coat for the bottom half. Make sure you get a nice coat, not too thick because you do want it to dry. And then go in with the glitter. Let that dry one more time for about 30 minutes. This is how it looks after those 30 minutes. So far 2 coats, guys. You can see that line right there. So now we are going in and doing the ombre, only placing Mod Podge in the middle where these 2 glitters meet. So the key to getting your ombre right and making it look beautiful is to tilt your item. In this case, it is the cocktail glass, okay? So I'm going to be tilting it to the side while I am pouring the glitter onto it. Slowly tapping the little bottle, slowly shaking it to make sure only a little bit comes out at a time. You see how I have the glass tilted? I am moving it around, not just keeping it in one spot, making sure everything is looking nicely blended. And then I'm going to go in with some of the bottom glitter, adding it to the glass until I get that beautiful mixture. Slowly, guys. Right now it looks, sped up because I did speed it up, but I really took my time making sure it looked nicely blended and exactly how I wanted it to look. So if you guys do not want to do the ombre, you can always just do one color and just, you don't have to do 2 sections at a time like I did. You can just go in, place Mod Podge all over this bottom area, and then go in with one glitter. Remember, when you are doing your layers, make sure you let them dry in between coats. So this is how it looks. I let that dry once again. And then this is gonna be my final coat, which is just gonna be Mod Podge, guys. So this final coat is just Mod Podge because this is gonna work as a sealer, as a top coat to make sure all that glitter does not fall off and stays in place. It's gonna protect it. You're gonna be able to wash it. Obviously, you don't want to put it in a dishwasher. Just wash it by hand gently. So this is a final coat, okay? Make sure you let that completely dry until you see no more white. Now moving on to the hearts. So I have the little stencil right here I got from Dollar Tree, and what I'm gonna do is actually cut these little hearts out and tape them onto this section. So I have my little scissors and I'm gonna go around and cut the ones I like, put them to the side, and then after that I am going to cut the tape. I am using masking tape, which is super easy to remove. I cut it into really thin pieces so I could place it around the edges of where the hearts are because I don't want the tape covering the hearts. I only want it to cover the areas around the heart. That's not going to be blocking me from adding my glitter to my glass, okay? So as you can see right here, I am cutting them really thin, and then I'm going to place them onto the glass. This is optional, guys. If you guys don't want to do the hearts, that is totally up to you. So as you can see here, I'm going to choose where exactly I want these hearts all around the top of the glass, making sure it is nicely flat onto the glass. You don't want it to be hanging out in the air because then your Mod Podge is not going to nicely stay. Right there, you see how it's lifting up. I'm going to add more tape until it's nicely flat. So this is how it looks after I placed all my hearts onto the glass. Now I am going to use Mod Podge and start with one layer of just Mod Podge and my choice of glitter. So what I did was I placed a total of 6 hearts around it. So I'm going to do every other one of one of the colors I used for the handle of the glitter. So I placed the Mod Podge on 3 hearts only because I'm going to be using the same glitter for these 3 hearts. So that's why I did them all at the same time. You want a really nice thin coat. The whole point of using the stencil is so you get those perfect hearts and you don't have to be, drawing them on or anything like that. If you want to do a freestyle, that is completely up to you. You can also do that. Okay, so as you can see here, I am going in with the same glitter for all 3 hearts. Once I am done doing that, I'm going to tap off the excess glitter, making sure I have that sheet at the bottom catching all that glitter so I can reuse it. Once I am done doing that, I'm going to dust off any excess, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other 3 hearts, placing the Mod Podge, changing the bottom sheet so I can catch all that other glitter, and then putting the glitter onto those sections, dusting off any excess. I'm going to let these hearts dry, but before I do that, I'm actually going to remove the tape and the stencils because all I wanted to do with this was actually just get the shape of the item I wanted on the cocktail glass. So I'm going to very carefully, I have some tweezers, I'm going to remove all these little stencils, place them on the table. If you want, totally up to you guys, you can actually remove the Mod Podge off the stencils and use those hearts on another project. If you let that Mod Podge dry, the Mod Podge on the stencil will actually just like fall off like without any problems. So don't throw those away if you don't want to reuse them, And if you have any excess Mod Podge on your glass, you can remove it with a Q-tip. You can use some alcohol and remove it also, but do it before it dries. Very important. So here it has been 30 minutes that the Mod Podge and the glitter dried on the hearts. Now I am going in with my second coat. So now that I have the shape of the heart, I can easily just go in with my thinner brush, you guys see right here, and draw out the shape with the Mod Podge. I am doing the same thing though, only putting Mod Podge on the same color hearts. So since these are all light pink, I'm going to place Mod Podge over those hearts first, then add the glitter. Once I am done doing those 3 hearts, I'm going to go in and place Mod Podge over the other different color hearts and then place the glitter on those, letting that be my second coat, letting them dry for another 30 minutes. And then I actually did 3 coats of these for the hearts, so I'm gonna let every single coat dry in between, making sure it completely dries. You don't want to go ahead and do another coat if the coat is not dry. It's very important you let them dry, okay? And then, so like I said, 3 coats for all the hearts. So if you do want to do the hearts, you can use 1 color of glitter. You can use more than 2. It is completely up to you. You can buy any other stencil shape. They had so many different choices at Dollar Tree. I just chose these because it is almost Valentine's Day, guys. The days will go by quick. So I felt like this would be super cute for either Valentine's Day. If you want to give your friends a little something, a centerpiece, this is such a cute idea. So now that it has been 3 coats of glitter and Mod Podge, I am actually going in with a final coat of just Mod Podge, making sure I get full coverage over the heart because I don't want that glitter to fall off, okay? Make sure you get a nice coat over all that glitter. And once again, we're going to let it dry until it is completely dry. And you'll know that it's dry because you're not going to be able to see all that white that we see right now. Remember, any excess, you can clean it off with a little Q-tip. So you know it will be dry once you don't see any more of the Mod Podge. Like right here, this is how it looks. Once it is completely dry, I put a piece of paper in the bottom so you guys could see the hearts better. They are all completely dry. The whole thing is done. I'm grabbing it tightly and there is no glitter falling off. And that is what you want. You see that beautiful ombre. The hearts are looking super cute. Everything is nicely covered. So these are my final results. Like I told you guys can use these for centerpieces. You can make candy bags with them. You can give them to whoever you want or just keep it to yourself. I mean, the ideas are endless with the colors you can use of glitter, the shapes you can use. Super cheap to make and super cute, guys. So I hope you guys learned a little something. I hope you enjoyed this video. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.